you're saying right now is his sex drive, his sex drive, his sex drive, sex drive, sex drive.
No, I just want to know. I just want to know, like, so that's what
you're looking for. Well, you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. Sex, because that's the only
no,
thing.
it's not all about the sex, but I just like, are they freaky? Like, are men in their 40 freaks?
Do men overestimate their ability to lead relationships, or are they being asked to lead in a world that no longer supports it?
Overestimate.
Overestimate.
I think men overestimate their ability to lead because I don't think a lot of guys possess the communication skills, and I think it end up like if you can't lead, like and even within communication, like you got to lead that, like right when somebody's not talking or they don't know how to communicate, you got to be the one to be able to do it to get them to communicate to you, right? So I just think certain skills people haven't honed in on. Like I hear a lot of guys tell me like when it comes to their woman, it don't matter how I say it, nigga. It's the facts is the facts, the logic is the logic. She can take it or leave it, right? But I don't think that's how that works. You know, you got to meet people where they are. You got to communicate in a way that's going to allow them to hear you. So yeah.
Sometimes a lot of men think kind of like I like what Mont said, because a lot of times I don't think a lot of men were led as they were growing up. So a lot of times they don't know how to lead, and they confuse over talking or aggressive behavior as leadership. You know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of men these days know what that is. And if they don't know what it is, they're not willing to seek out what it's like or how to get some advice on leading, because that's what a man technically, they say, supposed to do, and he's supposed to know. That's what I say. That's what people say. Don't chop me up. So I think that a lot of times men, they overestimate their ability to lead or their leadership, or what they think it is.
I was going to say, I think it's a little bit of both. It's absolutely not supported by society today. It's actually demonized and weaponized as words like patriarchy and chauvinist and a multitude of issues we have with that. But I ain't going to stay on that too much, because I do understand that men are ill prepared to lead in most cases. We don't practice it but in our developmental years, and for the most part, we weren't taught it, right? There's too many of us who don't have the leadership to even see what the example is like. And in many cases, most people don't talk to us about what that looks like. So we learning on the fly, like while we're actually in the mix of a position where we should be a leader, and we're going to be ineffective at it because we don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Like, you don't understand, you had to understand how to follow first. You don't understand that you have to listen to people, that you have to take ideas, you have to admit when you're wrong, you have to be held accountable. And these are a lot of the aspects of leadership that people don't understand. Some people think it's barking orders, some people think it's heading in charge, but there's a lot more to it than that. And to be a true leader, you have to be respected. And most of those qualities that I mentioned, if you don't have them, then you won't ever be respected as a leader.
I agree. So I think that everybody has to understand what it means to be a leader, what leadership looks like, because even us as women, we tend to say we want a man to lead, and sometimes for us, we don't know what that looks like neither. But I agree with Trev said. You got to have an example. You got to know how to follow. Where are you leading us to? In what ways are you leading us? If you don't have those qualities, like he said, communication, respect, all of the qualities. Like I kind of just want to piggyback off of that stuff that he talked about and agree with him.
I agree with Trev. I also agree with Mont. And I also agree with you, Rashida, because a lot of times, sometimes women just don't know how to take the direction from a man, especially if she's been self-directed for like a long time, or she's been self-directed her whole life, or maybe some, women don't have parents and they don't just have the guidance in general. So to have a woman like that and then say that you're gonna put a man in front of her who's supposed to just be able to lead her, that doesn't make any sense. So I think it's a lot of communication needs to be had on both parties, because we need to learn to be more empathetic and sympathetic towards each other, and be able to form real bonds, like deeper than just attraction. It has to be like, this is my friend, this is somebody I trust, this is my person. And if we're really trying to understand people instead of just doing things for temporary kicks, we'll find something of substance.
Are women expecting leadership from men they don't trust?
I don't think so. I can only speak from my experience.
They just expect money from those niggas.
I can only speak from my experience, so I don't know.
Okay.
What was
that joker watching Game of Thrones?
I think a lot of women do expect trust from I'm sorry. I think they're expecting leadership from men that they don't trust. And I say that in terms of like when we get into relationships. They're doing questionable things. You guys are not on shaky, or you're not on a solid foundation, but you're still expecting this man to be communicative and to be present, to show up and to guide and commit. Like you're trusting him with a relationship. You're trusting him a vetting that you should have had. If we're just speaking outside of that, I think we as women, we always be trusting of men. I just think we're trusting of the wrong men. And these may be men like you guys were stating, they leadership qualities. And leadership can look different depending on which man you're talking to. A lot of men just have a negation with leadership. They think it's rooted in dominance, authoritarianism, dismissiveness, being exclusionary, right? You can't even speak to them about interdependentarianism. Like they don't even want to hear that. And I think a lot of people, when they hear leadership, they take into relationships how they think when they're single. Like my leadership when I'm by myself is what's in the best interest and benefit for me. Take that into a relationship because I'm with someone else. And when I'm just thinking about myself, I'm self-serving. And so that's an issue. So yeah, I don't want to keep going, but yeah, I think a lot of men put me in that they shouldn't. And they should lead themselves first and figure out what that looks like before they trust somebody else with it.
So do y'all have to be worked up to it? Like, what about, you in the shower? I just want to come in the shower. So is y'all already up?
No, you just gotta
work your way?
That's easy.
You just gotta not be gay.
Again.
Yo,
Ain't an egg
pretty
thing.
y'all
If you
niggas lying.
go naked ass in the shower,
Hold on.
Hold on, that sounded a little lazy. What you mean?
But
he
if
got to be
get
ready
your
to
naked
go?
ass in the
I'm
shower
just-
with a nigga and he's not
I'm
like ready
just
to
saying,
go, he like boys.
Do you gotta like work him up, get him ready and shit? I ain't got time for to get nobody ready.
You gotta do all of that.
No, she said she see this is what hold on, fellas. Hold on.
They said they fucking better than
Hold on.
Foreplay is mandatory.
No, hold on. We not gonna do that. She 34. She said, I ain't got time. Did y'all hear that? I ain't got time.
I mean, I can look. I'm on that R. Kelly shit. I foreplay. That ain't nothing, baby.
Oh,
But I'm just saying, like, do it. Like sometimes they be like, you gotta work them up and all that shit. I ain't got like. You got a hand job and you gotta rub yourself.
Because like I don't understand. Like, is it like an issue? Like he's having maybe like an issue?
No, it's not an issue, but it's
longer. Because like,
well, no, it's not an issue, but like sometimes it be like, let me
So
say
you're
this.
saying, so
Not
you
for
want
a 40-year-old.
high
I
sex
think
drive,
you.
man. That's important to you right now. So
Well,
you want your husband, but he got to be this. He has to be older.
No. It's not like I don't have have like a list, like a check down list. He gotta be this and that. But you know, I just always been curious. Like how men in their 40s, I just never really like seriously just dated a man in his 40s. I want to, but like the men in,
that's a valid concern. Mommy loves her.
but men
that's a
in their
valid concern.
40s, they don't come to play. Like they don't play no games. And
Exactly. And the only thing that you're saying right now is his sex drive, sex drive.
No, I just want to know. I just want to know, like, so that's what
you're looking for. Well, you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. Sex, because that's the only
no.
thing
It's not all about the sex, but I just like, are they freaky? Like, are men in their 40 freaks? That's all I want to know.
Usually worse. You get worse as you get older. Actually,
I just know 22-year-olds. You ain't gotta coerce them. You gotta actually, to most of the time, push them off. They not. You fighting them like, yo, like, baby girl, chill. Like
yo, I'm telling you, nowadays these younger, like nowadays the YNs are on all types of pills.
You need a YN. You don't need a.
I don't want no YN. I don't want no YN because them YNs, they be, nowadays these kids are on all types of substance. They be needing honey packs and shit. I want the natural hard on. Not that honey pack. You need them pills and all that.
That's all you talking about. That's all you gonna get.
No, that's not all I'm talking about. No, I'm just asking. I was just curious. I mean, I have men on the panel. Why not ask the question?
No, that's a fair question.
It's a valid
why not ask the question? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not ask? Like, I'm pretty sure a man want a freak too. I'm pretty sure that they want a woman that they can touch and she don't get dry. She ain't all dried up. She just squirting all over everywhere.
But you didn't sound too excited about having to put in a little work.
That's put in some work. Look, I'm young. I put in some work, baby. Whatever you need.
Mommy,
that's more I like it. That's what I'm talking about, Mommy 3. That's
Mommy 3 love. What's a freak man to you? What's a freaky man?
That's a good question.
Lord, gee, what time it is? Is it?
Please, I don't think.
Can we go to the next question? What's a freaky man?
What's a freaky man?
Yeah. What's a freaky man?
Man, just put me on that wall, choke me.
That's vanilla.
That's vanilla. What's
like, just like, ooh, y'all just be quiet, y'all. Let's talk about something else. Because I can tell you a freaking man, but this YouTube, we can't be talking like that on YouTube. We cannot be talking about freaks. We cannot be talking about that. Because I can tell you a freaking some freakish shit.